Hey up, my name's Jamie. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever it is for you right now. I hope you're well. How am I doing? I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Well, something a little bit different today. I was been shopping in Lidl earlier on with my wife and I came across this. Now yeah, this is the Crivit two-man or two-person tent. I have been looking for a tent for a while. I am going to be doing some wild camping in the summer, and this one, you won't believe how much this was. It was an absolute bargain. I'll tell you at the end of the video. So yeah, we've got the little thing there, Crivit two-person tent. And yeah, it seems like a pretty decent size, 260 by 130 by 106. So what we're going to do is we're going to open it up and we're going to have a look what's in the bag, and we're going to see how easy it is to put up, have a look inside, and then see how easy it is to take down and hopefully get back into the bag like that. Now it is coming up for festival season as well, so this could be the perfect tent just for that too. Let's find out. Let's get to building. So first off, let's see what you get inside the bag. The bag's decent quality. Nice little drawstring on it there. Right, so are we going to try and build this without instructions? I think so. So this is obviously looks like the poles. Yeah, let's try and do it without instructions to see how simple it really is to put together. Yeah, so we've got our poles here. Put this rubber band around my wrist so it doesn't get lost. Yeah, pretty simple connect together poles. Just the usual sort of tent poles that they are nowadays, aren't they? I remember going camping before and it was a right nightmare putting your poles together. Now let's see. We've got one. Put this one together right quick. And two. You can see they are pretty decent length poles as well. Pretty good. Right, now let's get the main bit out, shall we? So we'll get the main bit out, see what we get. Right, there's the instruction booklet. We're not going to use that. We're going to wing it. Or we're going to tent it. Right, so these things just come off. And you unroll. This will be your outer skin, your rain cover sort of thing. Tent pegs. Let's have a look at the quality of these pegs. Usually with sort of budget tents, the pegs usually bend on the first time that you try to stick them into the ground. But yeah, they're quite meaty, so I don't think we'll have a problem with them. Right. Let's have a look at this. No, it certainly appears to be quite a size. Where's the door? There's the door. So we'll put it, yeah, I have to put it that way around because of the shape of the garden. Right, I'll get it pegged in and then I'll show you. So yeah, it's the usual sort of loop system here, and put one of them into the ground there. Nice, straight in with my thumb, look, that's how nice this ground is. So it looks like four loop things. Yeah. So you can see now I've pinned it all into the ground. So you see the rough sort of size of it. Some of these could probably do with just tightening up a little bit. But, you know, end of the day, I'm only setting it up in my garden just now. And it's very sunny today, it's lovely, but it's very windy, which is good because I hope that it actually rains in a little bit. There's no better sound than rain on a tent. I love it. It's like being in a car, you know, when it's chucking it down. Right, let's have a look, see if we can figure these poles out. So the pole system, it seems very straightforward. There is only 2 poles. So if we put one in this corner, there is little like square pouches just where you put your pegs in to slot your pole in. Do the other side. Now one thing that's good about this tent as well that I've noticed is the way that this bottom skin clips onto the poles. They are just these little literal round clips that just slot onto the pole. I'll do this so it stand up on its own. It should stand up on its own. I'll show you these the little round clips in a second. So then this one go through and do the same in the corners for this one. Yeah, you can see here just where you put your peg in, there's this little like piece of fabric that you can slot your pole into. And then the same on this side. And this is the bit that I was just mentioning. You can see here, hang on, let me just get my hand out of the way. You can see here, look, they've just got these little things that just slot onto the pole, just like that. Easy peasy. And then it's the same on this side again. You can see the tent taking shape now. And then you just repeat the process for these bits here. So yeah, super simple. You really don't need the instructions. You can see it taking shape. Like that. And then we'll tie the top bit up, and then you'll be able to get a full idea. It's absolutely beautiful in the garden today. So yeah, like I said, I have been thinking about doing some wild camping, and this tent could be just the perfect piece of kit. just for that. So tie a little bow in that, keep it up like that. So I'm going to be starting putting a few bits together, you know, camping gear wise. I do have a little stove, which I got in the range, I believe. Now, like I said, this one did come from Lidl. They do have a full range of other camping stuff. They've got the lanterns and the stove and everything. But the only thing that stopped me from getting that was the type of gas that it takes. It takes them blue canisters, and they can be a bit of a pain to find, to be honest. I mean, you can order them off Amazon and stuff, but I prefer the ones where you can just go into the range or somewhere and get the canisters rather than the bottle things. Right, so if we get this just over here like that and like this. Now there is guide ropes there as well, but on this you can see, I'll show you, come with me. On here, on the corners of this, there is these like elasticated doodads. Now they will just go straight over your peg, like so. So then just do that on all four corners. That would make more sense, Jamie, wouldn't it? And then it should naturally just get into its where it needs to be. I could have moved some stuff, you know, to make life easier for myself, but you know. Right, so stretch these down. Don't worry about pulling them because they are elasticated, and you do want the outer rain sheet away from your inner, so then you don't get any leaks. Now I did notice here as well that there is a nice vent thing here, look. So if you put that up like that, you can get a nice bit of ventilation there. Your guide ropes, I don't need to connect the guide ropes because it's not overly windy and we're only in the garden. But there's more pegs there if you wanted to put out your guide ropes. And yeah, it looks pretty funky so far, I think. Right, let's unzip it and have a look inside. Ah yeah, hang on, we do need a couple of pegs. So you can see this bit here, there's two stretchy bits, two elasticated bits there. If you put them like so, then you'll get your little, well, it's not really a porch area, is it, but I can't think of the word for it, vestibule. So yeah, and then all nice bits of Velcro, and then we can undo the tent. I messed that bit up a bit, I think. We don't need that, we'll just leave that open for now. And yeah, and then there's your tent. Super quick to put up, really quick to put up. And then inside, it's got a little hook there if you want to hang an electric light from. There's a couple of pockets on the side. I'll be cutting that off. Not the pocket, the fire thing. Yeah, a couple of pockets on the side. There's a ventilation bit from the outside. And that's, yeah, it does look, it's quite spacious actually. I'm not the biggest guy in the world, but I can fit in here very, very snug. You could definitely fit two in here. So what I need to get next is things like a roll mat, or you know, one of them little blow up mats or something. And that, but no, it's very good, especially considering the price. Now the price of this tent in Lidl was £19.99. Penny less than 20 quid for a tent that looks like it could be the bee's knees. That's not bad at all, is it? 20 quid, you can't go wrong. Well, you can if it leaks, so we need to wait for some rain and that, but no, it's very spacious, and you can put your little door, close the inside door with the bug curtain on it, so you don't get any beasties in here. And yeah, I mean, I'm fully stretched out in this tent now, which isn't bad at all. Oh, I could just have a snooze here, to be honest. Really could. I know it's funny because my wife, she said to me, she says, it's a shame that it's Wednesday because I work on a Thursday. If I'd have got this yesterday, I'd have probably slept out in it last night. And that, but yeah, there's the nice little hook there for, like I said, you can hang a light off it or whatever you particularly wanted to hang off it. And yeah, it's what can I say? It's pretty funky. Let's go and have a look outside. So yeah, that was just putting it up really quickly, and it just goes to show how easy it is. I think I put that up in under 10 minutes. If you spent a bit more time, you know, you could you get your oversheet done properly and everything like that. It'd be a bit more like, wouldn't it? So yeah, that's the I mean, the Crivit 2-person tent, 20 quid, unbelievable. So all the stuff in Lidl, all their camping gear is by Crivit, so I'm presuming that's like their brand, which is quite good. Yeah, so we'll see now. Let's see if it's easy to take away or to put away and take down than it was to put up, and let's see if we can do what every camping person absolutely dreads. Let's see if we can get it back in the bag. Yeah. Righty. Yeah, let's try taking it down. And I'm going to take it down just for this part of the video, and then I'm going to put it back up again because I want to play in my tent. You know, I might even get my little stove that I bought a while back and make some food out here. So I'm gonna take my time because it's not a race. You know, it's not a challenge to see how fast you can take the tent down. It's just to show you how easy it actually is. So I'm just going to go around and take all the pegs out, or the pegs from the outer skin. And then we'll pull the outer skin off. Now this is going to be really good for up on the moors as well, because apparently it's got quite a lot of wind resistance as well, so we'll see how that goes. So we'll just kind of roughly fold that up to go into the middle. Crinkle, crinkle. Can already tell this isn't going back in that bag very easily. And just take off them little clips there. Take the poles out. Now do bear in mind as well that the poles are bendy, so be a bit careful when you're taking them out because you don't want to thwack yourself in the gob. Alright, and then we'll just take the poles down. They are quite good quality poles actually. Because like I said, don't forget that this tent was less than 20 quid. So if you were going to a festival and you can get one of these, you know, for 20 quid, if you're staying for the weekend, then your tent's going to be pretty much knackered by the end of there anyway. So most people just leave them. And for 20 quid, you wouldn't really be losing out, would you? If you've had some use out of it anyway. Right, so there's his poles. Where's his pegs? Where did I put the peg bag? Peg bag. I know somebody who makes peg bags. Where did I actually put it? I've put it down somewhere. I'll find it in a second. I found it. It's there, look. So yeah, what we want to do now is fold it that way. Fold this one over. Like this. And then we'll put our top sheet or over sheet, whatever you want to call it, roughly in the middle, like that. And we'll roll it up. See if it goes in the bag first try. What do you think? I think not a chance. There's always this bit, isn't there? Always trying to get the first little bit tight enough to get down there. Let me get back here. See if we can roll it a bit tighter. You won't think by this shit show that I used to be in the armed forces, would you? Right. And we're there. I think actually somebody's playing a joke on me here, you know, because I think during filming somebody came out and put a smaller bag, a smaller tent bag out here and then ran away. So yeah, I think you definitely need to just roll it a bit tighter because you've got to get the poles and everything into. But anyway, you get the idea. It's nearly there. I'm going to be setting it back up again anyway. So yeah, that's a pretty simple, easy tent. Like I said, I am going to set it back up because I want to go play in my tent. So yeah, pretty quick one. That's the Crivit tent from Lidl, £19.99. You can't go wrong. I will practice getting that thing rolled up a bit better than that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and something a little bit different. And I'm going to be taking that up on the moors, hopefully on an evening or a night when it's going to absolutely chuck it down, so then we can test it for waterproof and wind resistance and all that lot. I know the perfect spot in my head where we're going to take it. So I'll leave the video there, and for now, my name's Jamie, I'm your Yorkshire Walker, and I'm out. Peace. Catch you on the next one. Crivit, 20 quid, unbelievable.